Hello world, this is David King again. I was looking into the Biosphere 2 experiment where they were growing trees in a lab, big lab, and they were trying to do experiments on, how they grow, how far, how long it takes, what are some of the nutrients that they take and all that. And what they found was none of those trees in the lab grew to full maturity, full height, full blossom that a normal tree would show us in the wild. They were puzzled, and later on they discovered that it's important for trees to experience wind, storms, hurricanes, tornadoes. It is important for trees to establish stress wood around the tree. It also allows the tree to have deeper, stronger roots. And that then took me to Nietzsche and other people that have talked about the importance of suffering and how it is important to suffer, go through trauma, to establish a character. Now, I think he was talking about men suffering, not female suffering. And that's probably a video for another day. And men usually come out stronger when they suffer too much. Females generally come out weaker and more vulnerable if they go through trauma. Anyway, that's just my opinion. I might be talking out of my butt. But I sat there and I just had my coffee, watching the gator in my backyard just soak up the sun like me, watch some rabbits and birds, sit there with my dog who chases the little lizards around that walk by my sunroom. That's my thinking spot. And I was thinking about some of the struggles, unemployments, poverty that I've experienced when I was in my late teens, early 20s. And I was looking at some of the people that I know that have not gone through that, including some of my siblings, moving across the country, leaving the country, living in other countries, serving, deployments. I'm a veteran, U.S. Army, and I think it made it very comfortable for me to go through similar circumstances again. I'm not as fearful, I'm not as worried. I understand that everything that I experienced, which I'm sure there's many people that have experienced a ton more, but to me at the time it was pretty troubling to go through that alone. I didn't have any family support, it was just me. All through my teens and 20s. And I think it made my life very comfortable, very easy. Made me adventurous in a way. Made me very spontaneous. People say I'm a little too spontaneous for their taste. I'll be somewhere and then I'll change my mind and I'll go somewhere else because I want to see some dolphins, or I want to go fish, or I need to do something at home and I want to do it now, so I'll just go back home. But it's me and my dog. It doesn't matter. I'm not bothering anyone. I'm living a healthy, lonely life. Very happy life. Very comfortable life. But I think it had a pretty big role in some of the crappy things that I went through. And at the time I was thinking, why me? shaking the fist at the sky. Why me? But I wouldn't change too much. If I were to live it again, it was important. I think I'm very stoic now. I don't get upset at all. Words, people, their behavior rarely ever offends me, upsets me. That's a very good state to be in. Very zen-like. Very calm. You just observe the world. And the things that you cannot control, why worry? The fact that we have a big role in how our reality unfolds itself in our life and our circumstances, and how our thoughts and words and actions play a big role in it. Neville Goddard, his books, and Napoleon Hill, and Dr. Joe Dispenza, and Dr. Wayne Dyer, Eckhart Tolle, Jordan Peterson touches on that too from a biblical and spiritual sides. It brings you to a comfortable place. I think a lot of the very old people that are very calm, very just living their life into the rural areas or the mountains and just living a very calm, slow life as they age, have generally been through a lot. And once the dust settles within you, so to speak, once the storm passes, and you go through a couple of storms, and then you get to the calm waters within your own heart and mind and soul, I think that's when your life feels very fulfilling and complete and content. You're not worried about what most people worry about. That's what I'm thinking this morning as I drive towards getting my blood work done. Make sure everything still looks good before I start my meetings for the day. So, cheers everyone. Stay strong, stay calm, stay focused, stay in the present. Stop worrying about the present, past, or the future too much, right? Don't worry about it too much. Think about it every once in a while and then put it aside and come back to the now. Enjoy the little things in life. When I'm driving in traffic, I try to enjoy the birds and the trees, and if I drive over a lake or the ocean part, and I just sit there and I'm thinking, how blessed am I? There are billions of people around the world that don't have the comforts and the opportunities that I have, or at least are in my arm's reach. So, God bless you, beloveds.